Okay, we need to find the term independent of x in the expansion of 2x squared minus 3 over x to the power of 9. So this is quite a tricky question, I would say. So I would again refer you back to the formula sheet or the formula book when it says a plus b to the n, this is under binomial theorem, a plus b to the n equals, and it gives you a load of things, plus blah blah blah, plus, and then you've got this NCR, and you've got your a to the power n minus r and b to the power r, right? So basically we need to use this and see what we can get, so we get a term independent of x. By the way, independent of x means that there is no x. It's sometimes often called the constant term as well, or an x0 term. So we're looking for something that's just a number, there's no x's, or x squareds or x cubed or anything else for that matter. So remember, each term is made up of these three things. So it's our NCR, in this case 9CR, and then we've got kind of 2x squared to some power n minus r, and then you've got your minus 3 over x to some r. In fact, that n can be a 9 as well. So that's going to be each term of this expansion, which would have 10 terms in it, would be of this form. Now, to actually work out which n and which r we want, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ignore this 2 and this minus 3 for now. I'm just going to focus on the powers, because it's the powers that I've got to remove to get this independent. We can put it back later for the rest. So basically, we need to work out, and in fact I'm even going to ignore this coefficient for now. So basically, for the term independent of x, we have our x squared to the power 9 minus r times, remember I'm ignoring the minus 3, so I'm treating that as a 1 over x. If it's a 1 over x, it can be x to the power minus 1 to some r, and that needs to equal x to the power 0, so it's as in a number, so x to the power 0 being 1. So if you just use your basic index laws here, well, this is powers on powers, so x to the power, we can multiply these, that would be 18 minus 2r times x to the power minus r equals x to the power 0. So the first law of indices, when you're multiplying together powers of the same number, we add the powers. So this is x to the power 18 minus 2r minus r, so that can be minus 3r equals x to the power 0. Then we can do, if we equate the powers, or in indices, effectively 18 minus 3r equals 0, which means that 6 minus r equals 0, which must mean that r equals 6. Okay, well, if r equals 6, then n minus r must equal 3. So then we're in business. We know everything that we've got. So we can now come back to this and write it when we know that this is 6 and this is 3. Okay, so now we have 9c6 times 2x squared, 9 minus r, it must be 9 minus 6, which is 3, and then we have minus 3 over x to the power of 6. So then we need to, on our calculator, we need to just work out, so this is going to be 9c6 times, well, it's 2 cubed times minus 3 to the power 6. Just like that. And if you look at, just want to check that it is independent, it does work, because this x squared cubed is going to be x to the power 6, and this is going to be 1 over x to the power 6. Well, that's what the power will be. So you can see how when I multiply those together, it would just leave a number. So you're going to have 9c6, so 9 mode 9 math prob NCR 6 times 2 cubed times minus 3 to the power of 6 is 489888. Okay, so the answer is 489888.